Thanks for joining us for CBN NewsWatch. I'm Caitlin Burke. The presumptive Republican presidential nominee is facing attacks from all sides. Donald Trump is now pushing back against a New York Times article criticizing his treatment of women. And even President Obama is taking aim at Trump. But as Ephraim Graham reports, some social conservatives are now warming up to the idea of a Trump run for the White House.
It's not cool to not know what you're talking about. That's not challenging political correctness.
The president took a few swipes at Donald Trump during his speech to the graduating class at Rutgers University. His jabs follow a New York Times report criticizing the Republican Party's presumptive nominee for his treatment of women, detailing alleged unwelcome romantic advances and unsettling workplace conduct.
Nobody respects women more than I do.
Trump calls the Times story a lame hit piece. The chairman of the Republican Party admits Donald Trump has some explaining to do, but he's also quick to point out the billionaire has changed the game in presidential campaigns.
I don't think the traditional playbook applies. He's rewritten the playbook.
Meanwhile, some social conservatives are growing more accepting of a Trump run for the White House. They note any concerns about him pale in contrast to Hillary Clinton.
Whoever was the Republican presidential nominee, I would vote for. And it looks like it may be Donald Trump. So I would find it difficult to vote for a Democrat at this point because of the platform. So I will vote for whoever the Republican nominee is.
Hillary Clinton has troubles of her own. She's still taking hits from rival Bernie Sanders. And the Washington Post reports her supporters are concerned she could be vulnerable in a general election. The biggest problems are her likability, concerns about corruption, and the email scandal. Ephraim Graham, CBN News.
A federal judge dealt a blow to Obamacare, ruling that parts of the president's health care plan are unconstitutionally funded. The Obama administration is paying health insurers billions to cover the cost of providing for low-income Americans. GOP lawmakers who brought the lawsuit say Congress never authorized that expenditure. The judge issued an order to stop further payments, but delayed its implementation while the administration considers an appeal. House Republicans believe common sense changes to the U.S. visa program can prevent another terrorist attack like the one in San Bernardino. Congressman Randy Forbes introduced the Visa Integrity and Security Act Thursday. It includes simple reforms like making sure an application is completely filled out before it's accepted. The bill also requires heightened screening for applicants from high-risk countries like Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, and Syria.
The United States Congress recognizes that visas can be weapons for terrorists. The second thing is this: for countries with heightened security concerns, this country is going to do heightened security. And in balancing the privilege of coming to this country versus the right to be secure in this country, we give more weight to the right to be secure.
Forbes says these steps could have kept San Bernardino shooter Chashveen Malik from slipping through the cracks. U.S. leaders say the tide has turned against the Islamic State and that the terror group is losing power daily.
The caliphate, as they call it, this perverse caliphate, is shrinking. So they are very much on the defensive. They have not retaken any territory really since their operations in Ramadi going all the way back to May. So their territory is shrinking, and they are now doing these suicide attacks against civilian populations.
McCark also says ISIS is losing the social media propaganda game. He says for every pro-ISIS Twitter handle, there are now 6 countering its message. The loss of territory and power has forced the group to launch smaller, coordinated attacks. This weekend, the Islamic State launched a deadly suicide bombing attack against a natural gas plant north of Baghdad that left at least 14 people dead. The Israeli Prime Minister spoke out against Iran for mocking the Nazi genocide of 6 million Jews during World War II. Iran hosted a Holocaust-themed cartoon contest with the promise of preparing for another genocide to destroy the Jewish state. Iran is known for funding terror groups committed to wiping Israel off the map and threatens Israel's existence with its nuclear weapons program. State Department spokesman Mary Toner said the U.S. was concerned the contest could be another platform for Holocaust denial and anti-Semitism. Just over a year since a massive earthquake in Nepal claimed thousands of lives and left millions homeless. Today, there's still a lot of work to be done to help people recover. As Lucille Toulousan reports, Christian organizations like CBN are still committed to help.
24 hours after the killer earthquake, CBN disaster relief teams hit the ground providing food, blankets, clean water, and temporary shelter for survivors. Medical help and medicine reached remote areas within 3 days of the quake. Now, a year later, the debris is gone.
This is all that's left of an 800-year-old Hindu temple that was destroyed by the earthquake. Ruins like these will always remind the Nepali people of the great tragedy that killed over 9,000 and left millions of people homeless. But this is the same earthquake that enabled Christians to show them the love of God.
Benny Karki leads Compassionate Hands for Nepal, CBN Disaster Relief's partner in the recovery effort.
After the earthquake, as many churches and Christians as individuals, they went out and they started helping people. And they, like Hindus and Buddhists and there are other religions, they are testifying now, your religion is the best because you love us, you care us.
One of those living in the temporary shelters is Krishnaman Tamang.
My apartment was destroyed during the earthquake with all my belongings. I did not have shelter, bed, and even food. It is only through CBN that I now have a place to stay and where my family can be comfortable.
Krishnaman is Hindu. Yet the love shown by Benny and the team has made him curious about the Christian faith.
Before, I don't have an idea about Jesus and the Christian people. But when I got attached to them, I felt that they are friendly and kind, and I feel I should follow their God, Jesus. I want to know more about Jesus.
CBN and Compassionate Hands for Nepal are helping this blind couple revive their soap-making business.
Life has become more difficult after the earthquake because we lost our meager possessions. I work for 12 hours a day in the factory and earn $35 every month. I want to have my own business so I can feed my wife and 3 children. Thank you, CBN, for helping me restart my own business. This is a big help.
While physical rehabilitation is low here, spiritual growth and recovery have been strong.
We have seen the churches being planted all over the hills and the mountains. Despite of all the challenges or problems we are facing right now, this is the right time for Nepal. The God's kingdom will be established in this country.
Lucille Toulousan, CBN News, Kathmandu, Nepal.
Coming up, a walk across 2 continents and a vow to never forget. See how the March of the Living marks Holocaust Remembrance Day. Every year, thousands of young people meet in Poland and Israel to learn about the Holocaust. And as Chris Mitchell reports, the lesson takes on more meaning in the land where it happened.
It's called the March of the Living.
We decided to take the whys from the classroom and to confront what it's happened to be the place when crime took place. We're talking about camps, marches of death.
More than 10,000 marchers, young and old, from around the world, walked nearly 2 miles from Auschwitz to Birkenau, Nazi death camps, on Yom HaShoah, Israel's Holocaust Remembrance Day. A week later, they fly here to Jerusalem for the end of the lesson. Thousands march on the streets of Jerusalem to the Western Wall. From the Holocaust to Israel's rebirth, this final march is the resurrection or redemption walk.
So we're trying to teach no revenge, but love, tolerance, understand your fellow men.
In 28 years, more than 250,000 people from 52 nations participated in the march. Dr. Shmuel Rosenman, chairman of the March of the Living International, told CBN News tolerance could help avoid another Holocaust.
But unfortunately, you see what happened in the last 70 years all over the world. So the world did not learn much. So we believe that each one of the participants can go to his own community, to his own family, Jew or not Jews, okay? And to be a change agent for the love of the fellow man.
Nazis murdered 6 million Jews from 1933 to 1945, half of them in Poland, and 1 million in Auschwitz-Birkenau. Marching that same ground made a huge impact.
Just seeing what our people had to go through so many years ago and the amount of people that had to go through it really got to me.
And I can't put myself in their shoes, even though I've tried to put myself in their scenarios so many times. And like walking through the grounds, like someone could have been shot there.
But just to think about everything that happened here, and it's really only 70 years, like really could have been me.
As time passes, fewer survivors remain to tell their stories. Adele Besserman is one who still works to spread the word to a younger generation.
I was 9 years old, and here I am on my 5th trip to be with the children. And you know what? That monster didn't win completely. I have now 3 children, 3 daughter-in-laws, 6 grandkids, and 1 grandson. And I love every moment of it.
Organizers want to make sure this is never forgotten.
We're kind of the generation that has to tell their stories, so it's just like a roller coaster of emotions, but it's something that I think everyone needs to experience.
Some already tell of personal connections.
My grandma's a survivor, and she was from Lithuania, and her family owns a windmill, and one of the Christian workers kept her there in their house, and a little girl was scrutinized by a Nazi, the Christian little girl, and asked, "Are there any Jews here?" And she said no, and she saved my grandmother's life.
My entire family is from Poland. Half of them died here. The other half made it to America right before the war started. This is my 3 brothers and me with my great-grandma on one of her birthdays. My mom packed me this. She wanted me to see this as I was walking through the camp.
Many young people wrap themselves with Israeli flags, a sign of victory.
And my 2 great-grandparents were on a train going to a concentration camp. Around 7 people jumped off and they hid in the woods. But some of my family members actually didn't jump off and they actually perished.
At Birkenau, many placed small handmade signs along the railroad tracks that carried the Jews to their death.
It says never forget, and I have in memory of my great-grandparents, Simon and Shura Pupko, and in honor of my grandmother, Masha Pupko.
If seeing is believing, then the march spurs them to action.
It could happen again, and we're trying to prevent that, and we have to speak up.
To go with survivors is such a privilege, to be the witness to the witness, and the fact that we're here to carry on that story and their difficulty and what they did to get through it.
I think there really is a message. If you come back and you see this place, you learn about the horrors that happened in the Holocaust. It never happened again, it's happening all over the world, in Africa especially, where we really need to step up and make a difference.
Christians participate too, to show their love for Israel and the Jewish people.
A lot of innocent blood was shed in the land of Poland. So we prayed to God for forgiveness for what has happened to the people of Israel.
People said that where was the world when it was happening, and I really need to tell the world what happened here.
In Israel, the mood was completely different as 3,500 youth walked along Jerusalem's old city walls.
After seeing all the pain and the sorrow in Poland, coming here, landing here in Israel, just brought spirits and good energy to everyone.
The energy here is great, lots of people, lots of happiness, and we hope that never again.
At the Western Wall, they gathered to sing and pray for Israel, a sign of triumph of the March of the Living.
It felt right, seeing how the Jewish community survived that extermination, and we're able to build a community here that's prosperous.
I feel so proud to be a Jew and so happy I'm here and we have this country.
This Hebrew song seemed to sum up the trip. Am Israel Chai, the people of Israel live. Chris Mitchell, CBN News.
Up next, from witch doctor to follower of Christ, see the miraculous way one man found the Lord. In the African nation of Uganda, spiritual warfare is real, and witch doctors control entire villages. As Steve Little shows us in the latest Under the Radar, they're no match for the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Of believers stepping up and stepping outside church walls, serving their community, not looking for attention, simply loving the way Jesus did. This is Under the Radar. Peter was a traveling evangelist in Uganda. Enoch was a witch doctor in one of the most notorious villages in the country.
This one particular village and a district in the whole country that had a lot of witchcraft. Everybody that talked about it knew that people that live there, they are evil people, that they would bewitch you and you would die in a short time.
One day, God told Peter to preach the gospel in that village. So, what happened when the witch doctor met the evangelist?
I introduced myself to him. I said, I'm here to tell people about Jesus, but I didn't know he was a witch doctor. So he told me, could you please tell me about the Lord? Within about 40 minutes, he said, I want to give my life to the Lord. I said, well, this is quick. And so I gave him we prayed together.
Soon, Enoch led his wife and daughter to the Lord. So Peter started a Bible study in his house.
And in a period of 1 year, we had about 35 people that had, given their lives to the Lord.
You know what happened next.
On the 25th of December, 2008, and the church was started then.
Today, the church started by the evangelist and the one-time witch doctor helps fight spiritual darkness in Uganda. But that's a story for the next time. This is Steve Little from Under the Radar.
Such a powerful story. Stay with us. We'll be right back. A new movie out today brings the issue of child sex trafficking to the big screen. Abolitionists follow special ops teams as they go undercover, freeing child sex slaves and arresting traffickers. Abigail Robertson has more on this story.
Sex trafficking has become one of the world's largest and fastest growing criminal enterprises, with more than 2 million young victims. It may seem like a hopeless problem to many, but not to Tim Ballard, a man with one mission: end child sex trafficking.
This problem is not going away with the status quo solution. There's too many victims. There's too much of this evil out there.
Ballard began his fight while working for Homeland Security, handling trafficking cases with American victims. Then, after seeing the international scope of this problem, he realized as a private citizen he could save even more children. In a leap of faith, Ballard started Operation Underground Railroad, a nonprofit comprised of former CIA, Special Ops, and Navy SEALs who are experts in extraction missions. Since they began 2 years ago, they have rescued 521 victims and arrested 161 human traffickers. When Oscar-winning producer Gerald Nolan heard about what Ballard was doing, he saw a unique opportunity to expose this horrific crime to the world.
Jerry Mullen, the Oscar winner of Schindler's List, comes to me and he says, Tim, I want to follow you guys around, and I want to make the Schindler's List of our day. But this time, he talked about how this time he's going to make the movie while we still have time to rescue kids, while we can use the movie to actually rescue kids.
That idea came to life as The Abolitionists, a documentary showing 3 undercover roundups. During the missions, Ballard and his underground jump teams put on hidden cameras and pose as sex tourists. After they have an exchange of money, authorities come in and make the arrests.
The beautiful part about that is it allows the governments or the police around the world to utilize the film so these kids never have to go testify. And yet the bad guys can be put away.
So she's 14.
Yes.
Here's the thing, does she do everything?
If she wants more money, she better ask.
There's not going to be any problem.
Exactly.
And she's 14 for sure.
Yes.
Laura,
yes.
You're the man.
Ballard says the hardest part about being undercover is looking in the kids' eyes and not breaking character.
The minute he says, oh, she's 12, I see my daughter, who's 12. And it was so hard because I just want to reach out and just strangle these guys or cry or fall. And instead, I've got to just smile and hug these guys and say, this is what I want, buddy. Good job.
Aftercare facilities come in immediately to comfort and support the children after the rescue. The children see their undercover rescuers arrested with their captors, and in most cases, never learned they actually saved their lives.
There's light at the end of this dark, dark tunnel. And with more support and with more people getting involved, that light becomes bigger and bigger and bigger until we snuff this out and get these poor children out of hell.
The creators of The Abolitionists hope the movie brings greater awareness to this issue and shows people that there are ways everyone can help fight for this cause. Reporting from Washington, Abigail Robertson, CBN News.
That's it for now on CBN NewsWatch. You can find more of our exclusive coverage of the issues you care about most at cbnnews.com. And tell us what you think about the stories you've seen here. You can do that on Facebook or at CBN News on Twitter. We hope you'll join us next time. Have a great day.